let's keep on going with the main story quests here. Post main story Realm Reborn. Let's see. We're going to talk to Alphinaud because he wants to make like his personal army or whatever. So let's see. Alphinaud lays for you the plan to establish a realm-wide grand company. The Scion goes on to lament that though the three nations' leaders are not opposed to the idea itself, endless deliberations over its implementation have slowed progress to a crawl. In order to demonstrate the efficacy of such a company and thus encourage the leaders to come to an agreement, Alphano explains that he has proposed the creation of a smaller precursor organization, the vanguard to a future united Eorzea. The young Elzen requests that you join him on his journey to each of the three nations that you might begin scouting potential members for his trial company while he is engaged with finalizing the bureaucratic formalities. Head first to Limsa and rendezvous with Alphano at the Bulwark. Okay, so we're going to Limsa. Yeah, we're going to the good old Limsa. Oh, so right by the Aetheryte. Okay, let's teleport them. Oops. Okay, teleport Limsa. Oh shit. I was gonna be like, okay. It's so empty. It's so empty. Oh man. I was gonna be like, wait, we're going to Limsa. Oh man, it's so empty right now. Everybody off an Endwalker doing their Endwalker things at whatever new Aetheryte at Charlotte. Oh, some people popped in. But way more empty than it usually is. Let's see. Register free destination. I don't know what this means. Register free destination. Oh, more people are popping in. Maybe it was just took a while to load. Okay, people are popping in and out. Okay, not as empty as we thought it was. Okay. I think, now I saw somebody do this. If you register favored destination, I think it decreases the cost of... I don't know what free destination means. Let's try clicking register free destination. You must be using a security code. Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay, so we register as a favored destination and it'll cost less coin to get there. I saw somebody do that and I was like, oh. Because we can have a home point and then I think you can have up to 3 or something favorite points which cost less skill. So in the future when we run out of our Aetheryte tickets or whatever, we have to start paying gil for this shit. I'll have the main cities registered. Oh, look, a wind-up Y'shtola. Adorable. Alright, now we're looking for Alphinaud. Oh, there he is. Alphinaud! So he's right past this lady. Oh, this summer outfit. I do like the weird, like, I don't know, headpiece thing. But anyway, Alphinaud. Ah, there you are. I'm ready to ascend the bridge and speak with Admiral Bluffhiswin. While the Admiral and I are finalizing permissory boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for potential members, 'tis of no matter should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. And you needn't range into the countryside. The upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purposes. Once you are satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter that we might prepare the next leg of our journey. Aye. Okay, so we're just like wandering around being like, hey, yo, you heard of this new organization to protect Eorzea? You know, you don't have to ditch your organization, just be ready for when the call at hand. This seems very, I don't know, disorganized. Alphinaud wants the more personal approach, though. I feel like if we just, you know, we have like a screening process, you know, be like, hey guys, we're recruiting, and then, you know, we screen them and then people come in. I don't know. Where am I going? Oh, I suppose back here. I don't know why. Oh, wow, what's this? Oh dear, so sparkles. Oh, Limsa. Oh, we gotta go to the upper decks. Okay, we're at the lower decks. That's why. I had to zoom in my map further. Alright, let's go to the upper decks. Here we go. Right. So we need to talk to somebody up here that Alphano sent us to talk to. Oh shoot, all the way down here. The missing member. Is that the name of like, is that like a pub name or something? What's going on over here? A duel? I don't know what's happening. Can you duel in this game? I'm not even sure. Let's sprint. Oh no, it's a Fighters Guild vibe. Nope, it is a pub. Never mind. Roswin, why are we specifically talking to you? And Ebroka. I didn't even know tiefling. Sorry, not tieflings. What am I talking about? I didn't even know Makote could be this color. I didn't even know they could be this color. What an odd looking Makote. Roswin. Eh? Who the bloody hell do you think you're talking to, Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some sodden knight in shining plate. If you're looking for a self-righteous fop, try knocking on the dandy Carvalian's door. Okay, so Roswin definitely a no-go. Okay, we're going to the other side. This is where the guilds are at. Look at these guys. Very, delinquent thing. We're just sitting here. I have a problem with that? I'm just looking, dude. That's an odd place to sit, that's all. Chairs exist. We don't got no bloody chairs. Oh, look at this little fellow. It's like a weird, like, hamster ghost thing. A tap here. Oh, the minions in this game are so cute. Okay. See on the outside? Hananza. Guildmaster for a blacksmithies? Maybe? A precursor to United Eorzean Grand Company. Well, I do admire the scope of your ambition. My responsibility here at Naldek and Vermelli is keep me close to the forge. I have not the time to be traipsing hither and yon across the realm. Should you require my skills as an armor, however, I might be willing to accept some special commissions. I don't know why we talked to her. She's like she seems pretty dedicated to the group, whatever group she's in. All right, where are we going to next? Oh, we're just going all over the upper decks. Quick tour of the upper decks. That's what this is. All right, yo, friend, real. Nice eye patch. Well, thank Kelwyn. I'd not forget an adventurer brave enough or daft enough to seek the shortcut into Titan's bedchamber. Oh, he must have been involved when we fought Titan in the Titan questing. You remember Overyol, don't you? Formerly of the Company of Heroes? 3 whistles at Bronze Lake? No, there was somebody that was from the Company of Heroes that wasn't that other guy. I mean, I to my memory that when I met the other guy who was the guy who's a liar, who was trying to pretend that he was somebody from the Grand Company of Heroes, I was like, I'm pretty sure we met an actual person from the Company of Heroes. But yeah, I've forgotten about this. Like, he seemed familiar, but once again, I haven't done this story in a long time. I've been watching, though. I've been watching, while I'm doing other things, I've been watching some of the early story content to try to remind myself, but I haven't watched a lot yet. Just so that I remember some of the earlier stuff. Because I did this years ago. The initial content. It ain't often that I drag me arse out to Limsa for a drink, but I'm right glad I did. How fare ye these days? Well, you know, lots happened probably since then. You're looking to put together a new crew. Top tier work? Ha! Sounds like a right lark it does. Alright, lass, count me in. Oh, hey! The heroes may have gone their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb into me grave just yet. That's a good recruit right there. Solid recruit. Once again, architecturally, this is I think this place is a nightmare, but it's really beautiful, fantasy-esque. I like it. I feel like building on pillars like these is just asking for collapse, because they're already worn down by erosion and shit. Stuff like this looks nice, but it's probably terribly unsafe. Rockfall could lose your entire house. Landslide, I mean, or something like that. Collapse. Business with the captain? Apparently I do. Who are you? Who are these guys again? Gosh. If I had any memory of the Limsa storyline, I might be like, oh yeah, these guys. No. Most folk think Limsa is a city of pirates, but a new era has ushered in a new breed of buccaneer. Are you interested in hearing more? Oh, I can... Jeez. What do you do? Tell me more about the Admiral's pirate initiatives. What do you do here? I'm General Aid and Mercantile Assistant to Carvelian, the captain of the Kraken's Arms. The Kraken's Arms, in case you were not aware, constitutes of one of the 3 great pirate powers to be found in Limsa. Captain Carvelian himself is proficient in reading not only the currents of the ocean, but also predicting an era's ebb and flow. The calamity and the destruction that followed forced many pirates into early retirement, but not our captain. He seized the fluttering raids of the spice trade and amassed a veritable fortune. It is my hope to learn at the foot of this master and one day become his indispensable right-hand man. Tell me about Limsa's pirates. The city-state of Limsa was originally founded by the sea wolves, that most piratical of people hailing from the seas to the north. The nation rose from humble beginnings, building itself up into one of the 6 great cities of Eorzea. And how was that accomplished, you might ask? Why, on a treasury filled by folk that never relinquished its penchant for looting and pillaging. Although Limsa's population grew larger and ever more diverse as immigrants drifted from across the sea, piracy remained the mainstay of its industry. Thus did the city become known as a haven for brigands and bandits of all kinds. Tell me about the Admiral's pirate initiatives. As a citadel of scoundrels, Limsa was held in low regard by the other cities of the realm. And while such perspectives may have proven irrelevant to former ages when conflict between the nations was commonplace, this new era demanded that Eorzeans band together or perish. Thus it was that Admiral Gosh, I remember her saying it once, and I was just like, oh gosh, I hope I remember it, but no. Merlib outlawed piracy and put out a call for citizens of Limsa, pirate or not, to present a united front to their enemies. A pact known as the Galadian Accord was signed, and the nation went to war against the Empire. As part of the agreement, the 3 great pirate powers, the Bloody Executioners, the Sanguine Sirens, and the Kraken's Arms, were issued to leave to raid the vessels of the Garleans. Cool, thank you. A little bit of lore talking to that guy. Look at this guy. An Ellison. An organization with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity. I must say, your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens well know that there is a time to act and a time to watch. And I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls in the latter category. Fair enough, fair enough. I can agree with that. Smart guy, smart guy. Just like wait on he doesn't want to be part of the initial things because it's a gamble. Fair enough. Like, why are we talking? We're only talking to very important figures. I don't know if they would join. I guess Rio wasn't amongst them. Like, look at this guy. He's on, like, his own little balcony thing. Who is he? Master Alphinaud's new organization. Yes, I heard that the formation of his trial company was in the offing. Offing? 'Tis with regret, however, that I must decline your invitation as commander of the Yellow Jackets. Exactly, dude. I guess they're just like, well, it doesn't matter if they're in another organization. Like, maybe they'll bring their whole organization into the fold. Maybe. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of Limza must needs receive my full attention. I see. Commander of the Yellow Jackets. Oh, so he's like the local guards people, local army, the local militia, the local leader of the guardsmen. Maybe we can be like, hey, anybody in your guards people want to join us? Alright. Well, that's it. So we got one recruit out of this. One good recruit, I'd say. Probably. Alright, Alphano. Kelwyn, your recruiting went well, I trust. I'm curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Limza. Ah, a member of the legendary company of heroes indicated his interest? Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. Oh, the company of heroes guys, like I wouldn't be able to boast him. I don't remember the lore in regards to the company of heroes. They did mention a little bit during the Leviathan mini quest line. In regards to they were a company, like obviously there were a group of heroes, people who had slain some of the primals before. In days past, during the days post calamity, maybe. Yeah. I, too, was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with Elder Seedseer proceeds as smoothly. Pray, continue on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await your arrival at Nofika's altar. Alright, so, well, since we're right here, let's take the airship. Do I talk to you for a ticket? No. Oh, no. Who's it? Oh, okay, airship ticketer. Hello. I was just like, oops, wrong person. Yeah, I'd like to go to Gridania, please. And away we go. I always find it weird though, your character's just like standing in the center of the deck, like there's no seating or anything like that, we just standing the entire way. I mean, that's okay, I guess, but I feel like there would be, seating would be nice. I love my character so much. Every time, I'm just like, you know what, I can't. You know, like when I was just like, I might race to Jorah, I can't. I love my character too much. Or Makot Day for life. Alright, Alphinaud. My audience with the Elder Seer is due to commence momentarily. I would be grateful if you would once more seek the task of recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem the well of potential candidates has run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship ticket counter as before. Alright, Alphinaud, best of luck. Alright, let's go recruiting. By walking slowly to the other places. Oh, I remember this. This is where I'm having suddenly flashes of memory. This is where like an event or something took place and we passed out. I've been watching, like I said, I've been rewatching the early content to try and remember it, and I saw, I know for Ulda, you get invited to like a personal like banquet by the Sultana, and you're talking to Rao Ban, and then you pass out. And I was watching, I started watching one for Gridania, and you get invited as like some sort of like, there's some sort of title of it to like, as a festival to you know, renew vows or whatever with the 12s or whatever, and we're supposed to be acting person that represents that or something. And I haven't actually gotten to this scene yet, but as soon as I saw this place, I was just like, oh my god, that's where it takes place. I remember. And then you pass out. From the early days of using the Echo, we passed out a bit, but it was written off by all the characters as being a abundance of aether. Where am I going? Oh, we passed it. It's back here. It is back here. Who is it? Can I jump this fence? No, I gotta go through the actual gate. Laurentius. Hey, yo, pal. Oh gods, can it truly be you? What a fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours. Am I recruiting a former criminal? Hey, could it be that you don't remember me? It is I don't. I actually don't. It is I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you exposed. I was a whaler and had a regular patron at Buscarin's. Would it be better is, yes, now I remember. It should just be like who, because I honestly don't know. Who? Laurentius, I was selling maps and supplies to the Garleans before you and those red-belly poachers mopped the forest floor with my erstwhile employers. Here, now just how many criminals have you dealt with that my ignominious tale ignites not the slightest flicker of recognition? I deal with a lot. The less said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gridania? Recruiting, eh? And what is your policy on reformed convicts? Are you reformed? I'd say no. Don't invite this man. As matters stand, the Wood Whalers will have naught more to do with me. This may be just the second chance I was looking for. This is a poor recruit. Revan has told you, say. I shall leave at once. You shall not regret this, I promise you. I am a changed man. I will totally regret this. We sought to recruit him? Well, to be fair, we didn't quite remember him, and... well, there's your second chance, lad. Poor choice for us, and second chance of, like, a fledgling organization to do a guy who was formerly spying for the Garleans. Poor choice. Let's go this way. Hold on, there's two more people to recruit. Out yonder. It says 3 in total, so there's gotta be somebody else. Oh, they're all up this way. Yimhitra. My name is Yimhitra. I'm affiliated with the Sons of St. Konak, a research organization comprised of Charlatan scholars and Eorzean sages. I suppose you might say our focus is on ancient history. My colleagues and I seek to piece together the lost knowledge and technology of the long-buried Allegan Empire. Due to the number of fascinating finds, it is the ruins of Mordona that presently command the bulk of our attention. I am here, however, to conduct some preliminary research. The tales of my sister wove of the wild realm of Eorzea were what first encouraged me to visit, but beyond that initial curiosity, there is much in this land to interest an avid scholar. So is this Yashtola's sister? Because they're both the Y clan. They look very similar in terms of like white hair, blue eyes. Sorry, I'm talking to additional characters. I just forget who they are. My back is perfectly fine, I tell you. You'll have to tie me to the bed if you think to prevent me from... Ow. Well, maybe I will rest for just a short while. Okay. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest ere your tormented back gives up on you for good. Oh, good thing that actually worked that we talked to that guy first. I'm terribly sorry. We were just... Oh, Kelwyn, isn't it? It has been some time since our path crossed outside the Copperbell Mines, which I totally remember happening. Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then, but look how far you've come. Mother Beyond tells me 'twas you who felled the fearsome Black Wolf. That we did. I remember that. The Black Wolf is Gaius von Belsar's title. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of a new order? Well, your cause is undoubtedly just, and my old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. This is the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company as soon as I've seen Isildur safely home. Oh, heck yeah. She seems like a good recruit. Good recruit. This guy's name is just Nose. For you. My wife and child, the men and women with whom I shared stage, they're gone. Every last one of them. There's nothing left of my life worth a damn. This poor fellow just hanging out in this very nice little convenient nook. Or sandal. Oh, what a pretty little seating area. Look at the flowers and like the potted plants. The hanging plants for some reason. Very nice. Alright, yo, what up? You would offer an old man a place in your company of champions. I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray, forgive me, young mistress, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scanty years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady has wrought upon this land. Oh, I'm having sudden flashbacks. Is this the guy that was related to, like, some sort of haunted manor? There was, like, a haunted manor, dungeon? Is this guy related to that one? I'm having sudden flashbacks. That might possibly be the case. Okay. I mean, for the few scant years that remain, if he's truly that old, I don't know. He would want to, you know, use his remaining years as, you know, like live out his late years in retirement, not necessarily adventuring, unless that's what you want. You know, an adventurer's life is a life of peril. The amount of times we've almost died. Numerous, and will continue to number. Alright, this is the Lancers Guild. 'Tis not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and this company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise, but its duties appear less than focused. Fair enough. I must refuse your invitation until such a time as your organization is more organized. I can agree with that. Like I said, I already thought it was pretty unorganized myself, so I concur. Good judgment. You know, this is the fledgling days, so I doubt we're gonna get anybody big like that. Alright, well that is the last of the recruits. Let's take the 8th right here. So we got 2 recruits this time, 2 recruits. One of them very questionable, the other one pretty good. Sorry, just looking at that lady's name, Lightbringer. Our last name, the last name I give my character is just Light. Bring a little bit of Lunalight over. I give him the last name Light. As a warrior of Light's a bit on the nose, but you know, whatever. Alright, Alphano. I'm not going yet. What news, Kelwyn? For my part, the Elder Seer was most amenable to our requirements. A former wood whaler and a seasoned adventurer? Our company will not lack for a variety, that much is certain. I mean, well, if we're just recruiting anybody, then yeah. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Uldar whilst the iron is hot? Let us meet the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. Now, spoilers. If this organization is what I think it is, I don't know if it ends well. Yeah, let's go to Uldar. I don't... Like I said, I know most of the story spoilers. And I've, like, watched the entirety of Stormblood and Shadowbringers. So I know, like, all the spoilers in regards to the main story of that, but I haven't watched most of Heavensward. I know all the major spoilers, but I won't know the small details. And I didn't watch the post story for this. So all this stuff is kind of fairly new to me, but I do know some major plot spoilers here and there. And I know there is a betrayal at some point, and then obviously the event that happens that leads us into Heavensward. But I don't know much more than that, so I'm not going into this completely blind, but some of the details are lacking. Alright, where is Alphinaud? Oh, here's Alphinaud. Uldar, the gilded city where one's fortune finds one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final leg provides as successful as the previous two. Might I suggest ascending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Let us meet back here at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Calvin. Get back here at the promenade, not the airship. It's okay. Something's gonna happen. Oh, shoot, I missed someone. Sorry. They're right here. I walked past them. Landbird. Oh, these guys are refugees? From Alamigo? Aye. You'd be surprised what rumors drift down to Pearl Lane. I know this glorious company of yours, and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved in it. Whispers on the street say our organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a big old fool than I took you for. Well, Alphano probably hasn't been taking syndicate coin, right? I think you've heard wrong, sir. Like, unless Alphano has gone and like, Alphano has been... Yo, look at the cute little sparrow. So cute. Alphano, who was like, we need neutrality, he wouldn't be doing that. So I think that's just high rumors. Wouldn't make much sense. Hello. Why are we talking to a merchant? A company that looks to cure the ills of the realm entire. Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next stall over, let alone the conundrums of neighboring nation. Okay, he's just like, no. The Weavers Guild. Oh, we're here recruiting crafters again? Yellow Moon. Nice name, nice name. Part of the Rogadin naming scheme to just have names like this. For whichever the two clans of Rogadin. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me. You wish to recruit me. Is this some new-fashioned manner of propositioning a lady? No. Well, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. This lady is already spoken for. Good day to you, miss. Jeez. Nope, apparently not getting recruit from there. I guess we're recruiting just in general for also, because we also tried to recruit that smithy. Like, hey, you want to provide some outfits? Some armor? Arsene. Oh, what a happy coincidence. Do you remember me, perchance? I am Arsene of the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. I was watching this. I was just watching the earlier story. Is this the lady we saved from... She had brought some... Doesn't she have children? She bought some meat from a vendor and somebody accused her of stealing it. And that's how we get recruited to the Scions, because they've been watching us. Or is that only an Ul'dah thing? I don't think it's only... No, it's everybody. It does that. Everybody does that. And we save her. I think, maybe? It could have been somebody else entirely wearing white robes. I must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on dry bones less fortunate. A most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion? Thancred, wasn't it? Ah, 'tis new companions you seek then. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force for good. Wow. But my place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in its undertaking. Thank you. That heartens me. I do hope that it will be a force for good. Alphinaud is very young, though. You always have to be mindful of... You know, there's a lot of young people that try to do good in the world, but they don't know how to run things. And so a lot of times it ends up... The intention ends up being very good, but the organization ends up not being... being a little bit lackluster sometimes, obviously. You know, it obviously depends. And I say young people in a broad sense of the word, I mean, because there's obviously a lot of people with more experience that probably would also flounder. But I specifically say, like, young people because usually they don't have any experience running things on a large scale that requires for some things to do good. Obviously, there's lots of organizations out there that do a lot of good, but I see, like, a lot of young people sometimes trying to do something that requires a greater level of organization than they're putting forth, and it ends up backfiring on them sometimes. But the intentions are good a lot of the time. Wait, you're the lady who came to Little Alamigo looking for that masked devil. I do remember going to Little Alamigo. Nope, I don't. Never mind. Who knows what might have... I remember there was like this place that involved Alamegans that was like in like a rock structure. But it was further away from here. If the Little Alamigo is in Ul'dah, then I don't think that's the case. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't... I'd probably be dead, and a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Any road. The disaster really got me thinking about our homeland and about the outsider that saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated and vowed to make myself a more worldly man, so here I am. Oh, maybe that is maybe that I am thinking of the right place. A new company of champions. And you say it will take me to all corners of the realm. Oh, this is a good recruit, That sounds exactly like the opportunity I need, and don't worry, I'm not the same... stripling you met in Little Alamigo. I prepared myself to fight evil I now know is out there. That lad's got a good heart. I hope we just don't disappoint him with this new organization. As a fledgling organization under Alphano, I worry. I mean, it seems good though. Like if I don't know, Alphano is a good lad. I just don't know how, you know, he's young and he doesn't come across as he's idealistic. How fared you, Kelwyn? What hidden gems did the streets of Ul'dah offer up your unrelenting gaze? Wow. Very poetic, Alfano. What's hidden gems of this grand city? I think Ul'dah is called the Jewel of the Desert, is it not? A single Alamegan youth. Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. Yeah, well, I mean, you're not gonna get big startups when we're just recruiting for the initial people. I mean, when more people come in and it becomes more organized, and you know we actually do something and make a name for ourselves, more people will want to join us. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. Yeah, fair enough. But there are those who have risen to the challenge nonetheless. And the hope that inspires these people was born in no small part from the victories you yourself have won. Thanks, Alphinaud. Thank you, Kelvin. I would not squander the precious gift you have placed in my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. Okay, don't squander it, Alphinaud. I'm trusting you with these people. Their lives. Alphinaud. That one guy, though, that one other guy, sus. Watch out for him. I don't know why we recruited him. He wants a second chance, but watch out for him. He's weak-willed. And yes, we are free to begin. As you have no doubt surmised, the Sultana has graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over. The documents signed and finances secured. Oh, you secured some finances? Not from the Syndicate, I hope, Alphinaud. There's been some rumors. There's not to prevent me from taking the next step. Oh, the angry face. You were concerned by the Syndicate's involvement, as was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Okay. If you say so, Alphano, you managed to do that all yourself? You managed to track that coin? Because I would just be like, nah. But, you know, I mean... If the... who knows, man? You're dancing with fire, Alphano. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. And as for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It's fair enough. I mean, they don't know. You know, we have lofty ideals, but they don't know we actually have, you know, what will actually be made of this. It will not be an easy process. We will earn people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the rising stones and lay the first stone for a united Eorzea. Great ideals, Alphinaud. Oh! This looks very nice with the lights in Ulda. Very, very lit up. Airships going to and fro. Why is this cutscene? Is it going to take us back to the Rising Stones? Oh, it's Nanamo. Her Grace. Voice acting?
Tell me, General.
Oh, it's voice acting.
What think you of Alphinaud's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together.
Oh, I see. He's impatient because... He's impatient because of, that they haven't come together yet. And so he's just like, I'll force them together. Oh, that's not a good idea.
Considering the many problems we face, should we not be
like,
glad
I'll build my
that
own
someone
unit
else is
here.
taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ulda is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if we're building like an army or a group or something like that, it's hard to be like, yeah, we're for sure going to 100% do good. I mean, like, once again, it's just like an extended branch of the Scion, so they, but I can understand their misgivings.
With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong.
I mean, fair enough. You get a large enough group of people and it's hard to keep them organized and make sure they're doing the right thing. That's why we keep it small. Or we need more people to lead and supervise.
Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them.
Yep, these 2 people make good arguments. Also, yeah, taking money from the Syndicate, like I said, Alphano dancing with fire.
As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose.
Oh shoot, my name lends a lot of things credence.
Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will
Also,
or
hey,
no,
Vidalia.
the events of the age
I'm
hurl
watching
us
Discussing
this
right now,
way
but
and
hey, I
that,
see you.
like a dust devil skipping across the sands.
If you're doubting people all the time, though, that's gonna take a toll on you. You'll be like, oh yeah, people change. Yes, sometimes they don't, though. Like, by all the means, keep your guard up, but don't always suspect people to betray you. Oh, what's this? Cannot be done about Telegy.
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'Dan law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
Angie Bean. Damn it all.
Committed treason, and yet we can do nothing?
This poor lass.
Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
This poor lass. You guys space bar this go faster? Listen, Vidalia. We're listening to this whole thing. This poor bean. Poor Nanamo. She's always being held back by the Syndicate. Doesn't Endwalker come out in like an hour and a half or something? Dude, Endwalker came out last night. It's already out. People are already going. Early access. It came out like 4 a.m. last night. But I'm quite the while off from that yet. But I'm wishing everybody good luck. This line was delivered very well. What use is the royal house? Like, what use is the power she has if she can't even defend her own people? How deplorable this mockery of justice. She's crying. Oh no, Rampon, give this bean a hug! Oh good, she's going for the hug. Oh good. Oh, we're getting the hug.
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
I'm so glad she got a hug. I was like, oh no, somebody hug this small bean. She's too pure, too good for this world. Anyway. Deserves all the hugs. Alright, we're going back to the Rising Stones. So we can teleport there, we can teleport there. Return. There we go. Sounds like you need a hug after that one. Dude! A little bit. A little bit, man. You can't see Namo cry and not be like, oh, my heart. Namo is the best of us, alright? The bestest bean. Can you use a hug too, Satch? Any huggers in chat? Alas, virtual hugs. Sending a hug from across the internet. Alright, we're going to talk to Alphinaud, though. Is he indoors? He's not outdoors, is he? Okay, yeah, he's probably in here. Right, hold on. Ophelia, you have anything to say? The primal threat presently subdued. Now is the perfect time to focus on new endeavors. Alfano has long been laying the groundwork for this organization of his, and he looks to you to help turn his proposal into reality. Pray, lend him whatever aid you can. Okay. I think we might have already read them before. Alright. That is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of our efforts is at hand. I must see the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. We're doing an inaugural ceremony? Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Kelwyn. I'm certain the Antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. Inaugural ceremony. Pretty grand for the beginnings of an organization, I'm sure. My grandfather formed the Circle of Knowing in the hopes that, through the accumulation of knowledge, Eorzea might be saved from disaster foretold. A band of champions brought together by a common goal to lead our realm to a better tomorrow. Though our means may differ, I would like to believe I do him proud in undertaking this endeavor. Gotta fucking love the music in this game. Yeah, it's great music. It's great music. I've had like the Endwalker trailer music stuck in my head all week. I know it's not in-game music, but yeah. Well, I mean, like they turn a lot of the themes into like they always play the themes from those trailers all throughout the game as well, with like remixes and stuff like that. Like the they did that with the Heavensward one, the Stormblood one, and the Shadowbringers one. So I imagine Endwalker will be full of that one too. Anyway. Ophelia appears eager to welcome you back to Revenant's Toll. Accept. Greetings, Kelwyn. Alphinaud tells me all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scions shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremonies to take place here at the Rising Stones. Totaro is cooperating with Alphinaud to see that all is in readiness, so I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's Toll of late, and I wonder if Slaffborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there is aught he requires? I'm on it. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to avoid Endwalker spoilers in general, because I think I'll want to go in spoiler free. I was debating whether or not I would spoil myself, but I think I'm gonna try to go in spoiler free. So we'll see how long that lasts. I can keep myself spoiler free, and then just keep on trying to book my way through the main storyline. What can I do for you, Kelvin? I thought you'd have your hands full helping out with the new arm of the Scions. Ha! I barely noticed your recruits arrived. 'Twas barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. Well, I appreciate your offer of aid. 'Tis more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work. For you in the long run. Okay, less burden on me to always be the one doing things when we have more people. Slathborn, the shipment, we couldn't... Say what? What's the problem? God's woman, what befell? We were bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier efforts. Sorry, my voice before was... broke in my throat. But just as we sought to cross over into Mordona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe that may have been heretics. They were many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us. There's not to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest, and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounds. Good man, Slathborn. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is like to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Heretics? Definition? Whence did these supplies originate? House Fortin. Oh, Fortin, we know them, right? Like, we went to the snowy area up north, and there were some, like, Ishgardian-esque people, and we, like, made friends with one of them, maybe? House Fortin, we collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper. Understood. I shall see that they are apprised of this development. Kelwyn, were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Fortin? I totally was. I'll be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Aye, sir. Thank you for your understanding. I'm certain Lord Harshafont will be glad of your assistance. All right.